No Christmas game for the Packers, but they are playing Thanksgiving in Detroit like we all kind of thought. It's the 23rd meeting between the Packers and Lions on Thanksgiving, most in NFL history. What does that mean for this franchise to play on Thanksgiving?
Well, it is, it is a tradition, obviously. I covered a lot of those games. I have not covered the last several that they've played in Detroit. I think, my radio counterpart, Mark Tauscher, would tell you that there was nothing better than playing the early Thanksgiving game, going to Detroit and winning, and then you're home in time to celebrate Thanksgiving with your family because it's a short charter flight back. You think back to 2 years ago, the Packers season was teetering on the brink of abject failure in Jordan Love's first year as the starter. And that was the defining game of that season, was that they went in there, they were aggressive, they took the fight to the Lions, and they went in and won on Thanksgiving, and it really turned their season around. So there's some recent history, and obviously, as you mentioned, the long history of that game. But, to me, that is a fulcrum game for the season. You go in and win that game, you're going into the rest of that schedule, which again has three more division games left after you play that one. That's a big deal to go in and win that game. And so I think that's crucial. Again, I don't necessarily miss traveling, but on Thanksgiving it is a different vibe, and I'm eager to see, is that going to be a defining game for their season? And what are the Lions going to be on Thanksgiving compared to what they are in the opener? Because, look, when you change both coordinators and you lose both of them to head coaching jobs, ask the Eagles. They went through it a couple of years ago. They went to the Super Bowl, and then they lose both their coordinators. Suddenly they weren't quite as good the following season. And then they changed coordinators again on both sides of the ball. So they could be the Lions, who dealt with a lot of injuries last season. Maybe their luck is better and they're healthier down the stretch. They're healthier on Thanksgiving. That's going to be a big one. And look, it's not my job to root for the Packers. That's not what I do here. It's my job to tell their stories. But I don't know, if you're a Packers fan, how you're not looking at this schedule going, A, there's some tough games on the schedule, and B, it's going to be a really exciting season. And if they can deliver the way Packers fans want them to, they will be battle-tested in a huge way by the time the postseason begins.